Jaimunji here, and welcome back to Tier List Tuesdays. And it's a very special Tier List Tuesday because today is my birthday, and I'm actually filming this on my birthday. It's Tuesday, the 13th of January, and I'm home alone. I've got nothing to do until my wife comes home and we can actually start the party. So I thought, what do I want to do with my free time on my birthday? That's right, make tier lists. But we're doing a little bit different today, doing a little something special. We're not doing albums, we're not ranking bands, we're going to be ranking metalcore vocalists. I found this tier list here. I've edited a couple of photos, but I haven't really changed anyone on here. So I don't know the whole list yet. There looks to be about 20 or 30 of them there. So I think it's going to be a big list today. Now, the hard thing for me is going to be putting people in D tier and people thinking they suck. I don't think anyone on this list is probably going to suck. I don't know. Haven't gotten there yet. So I assume everyone's going to be probably a fine to a god tier. Now, I'm going to limit god tier to maybe 3, 4 max, depending on how many we get on this one. But I'm excited. I'm a core kid at heart. I've got Trivium hat on. I've got the make them suffer shirt on. So yeah, I'm all ready to go. So with that, let's get straight into it, shall we? And starting up number 1. Who's lucky number 1? Okay, we've got Caleb from Beartooth. I think Caleb is a good vocalist. I think he's a very good vocalist. I think he's an even better frontman. Now, things to take into consideration here, how good they are, of course. Are they a good frontman? That might sway my judging a little bit. And how good they are as songwriters, because it's all good to be a great voice, but if your music sucks, then what are we going to do? So with Caleb, I think he's good. He's good. We've got a lot of people on this. I don't want to be chucking people up into A, B, or SA, maybe B straight away. And I might change that around, but I think Caleb's good. He's not doing anything to break the mold. Beartooth for a great band, and he's a great part of it. Like I said, I think he's a better frontman than he is a vocalist, but that's not a knock on his vocals at all. He's just a terrific frontman. So who we got next? All right, here we go. We got Sam Carter from Architects. Now, he's kind of what a lot of people consider a modern metalcore vocalist. Very much so. He does a bit of everything: clean singing, growls, and that mid kind of fry scream that feels like a shout, but it's not really a shout, that everyone kind of really loves, especially in the mid 2010s, like 2016 to 2018. But he's a legend, and I think I'm glad he came up early in this one, because I think he's a good range of who to base people off going up or down. So we're going to chuck him in A for now, because he is an amazing vocalist. The band writes amazing songs. I might shift him down to B. I don't think I will. But I think he is a good tone of, are you better than Sam Carter? Are you on Sam Carter's level? Or are you worse than Sam Carter? And in saying that, I think... Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. We've got the OG, Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage. I think I just have to put Jesse as an S tier straight off the bat, right? Like, he kind of started it all. Don't get me wrong. Influences like At the Gates were a big player on metalcore, but they were melodic death metal. But that lent the music style into what melodic death metal, what metalcore became. And Burton C. Bell from Fear Factory was kind of that first singer to do the clean singing and the screaming. He doesn't get enough credit for that. Fear Factory get no credit for that, and I think they really should. So shout out to those guys. But Killswitch Engage were like the original metalcore band. So yeah, Jesse's going to have to be S tier. I think, yeah. Songwriting, voice. I know he's blown his voice a couple of times, but we're not going to hold that against him. We're going to move on, though. Oh, speaking of OGs, we've got Brendan from Atreyu. This is a hard one because he's a part of a duo. And a lot of metalcore bands are part of duos because you've got the screamer and the clean singer. And this is an interesting one because Brendan's the clean singer. He can do a little bit of screaming now. He's worked on that over the years since, I believe, their old singer. I can't remember his name, old screamer. I want to say it was Alex. I'm a big Atreyu fan, but I can never remember their names. And Brendan is a great voice, but he does just do the clean singing. Now, he used to do the drums and the clean singing at the same time, but he's kind of moved into the frontman role. I think he's a very good singer. His cover of Like a Stone is tremendous, but it's fine. I think Atreyu, unfortunately, have kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit in years. I love them still, don't get me wrong. But they're not making waves like they used to. That's what happens sometimes when a member leaves. Sometimes you can recover, sometimes you can't. I think Atreyu haven't quite recovered from that, but still a fantastic band. And it's fine. He's a great singer for the band, but I don't think, like I said, he's making any waves here. And who we got next? Jeremy from A Day to Remember. This one was a nostalgic one for me because I saw them early last year at Knotfest. And I didn't realize how much A Day to Remember I knew. It's like, as the songs were coming on, like, I knew, like, you know, All Signs Point to Lauderdale and The Disrespect Just Around. So I don't know the song names. And in all fairness, they've got songs like I Made of Wax, Larry, What Are You Made Of? So it's hard to know what bloody song's which. He's great. In fact, he's great. Well, let's do it. Let's fill every single tier here to start with, and we'll jumble them around a bit afterwards. But he's great. He's great. He's like an OG, but once again, he's not breaking the mold with anything he does. He is perfect for A Day to Remember, but I will put him as great. I think he's a step above Caleb, and I think he's a step below Sam. I prefer A Day to Remember than I do Architects, so I'm not being too biased here. Too biased. Who we got next? Okay. Ronnie Radke. Now, probably get some flaming for this. I think Falling in Reverse are a fantastic band. I love the punk stuff. I like the rap stuff. I love the weird country stuff he does. And I like their metalcore stuff. Regardless of what you think of Ronnie, he's a very, very talented guy. He's got some pipes on him and he crushes it live. That's a big thing. And he's a great frontman. I guess that comes with a little bit of arrogance because he believes his own hype. And why not? Look at how successful he's become. Yeah? And, you know, he does it a lot because it's kind of giving him media attention. So we know what he's doing at the end of the day. But I think Ronnie is great. I think, actually, he's amazing. With the growls, the screams, the notes he can hit. His raps are pretty good, too. He's got that speed rap in there as well. I think he is amazing. I think he is an amazing vocalist. I truly do. If you, all controversy aside, you knew nothing about it, I think you'd agree he's an amazing vocalist, and he does a lot of interesting stuff, and he's great live. So I'm going to chuck him up at A. It might move, but I don't think so. When you can hit notes like he can, it's hard to say no. Who we got next? Someone put this in order on purpose. Chris Motionless. All right. Ronnie and Chris get along like a house on fire, don't they? If you don't know anything about that, maybe just stay away from the internet. Chris is a very good vocalist. I like that I've kind of put this as amazing, great, and good, because I say those words in reactions a lot as well. So I said good straight away, so that's leading me towards C. He is very good, don't get me wrong. I will say one thing, whenever they come on in the background, not fully paying attention, I do think it's Breaking Benjamin to start with. He sounds a lot like Ben from Breaking Benjamin. Not a bad thing, I love that, but I hear it a lot. You listen to Another Life, even the way he sings that, it sounds like a Breaking Benjamin song, just a bit more metalcore-y. So while I think he's good, he's got good screams, he's got good cleans, I think he's like a C+. I think he's better than Caleb. But do I think he should be up there with Jeremy? No, I don't. I don't listen to a lot of Motionless In White. I listen to him enough to consider myself a fan, and I'm going to go see him live this year, and that might sway me a bit more. I've never seen him live. And sometimes you have an awakening once you see a band live. But I think he's very good. Just shy of great. All right, who's next? Sean from Make Them Suffer. I saw this one in there earlier, and I was like, I'm going to change him to a photo that us at Metal on Tap took at Good Things. So I've done that to a couple of the Aussie ones that I saw sitting in here. I didn't add anyone in, just changed their photos. I'm going to be a little bit... I'm wearing the shirt, after all. I think Sean is criminally underrated. He is an amazing vocalist, amazing screamer. He does a little bit of clean singing. Doesn't do a lot, because you've got Alex. Once again, this is one of those metalcore bands with two vocalists. And Alex does some screams. Alex is a female, by the way, if you've never listened to Make Them Suffer. And she does majority of the cleans. He only does a little bit. But I saw them in December. And if you ever hear Erase Me live, that opening part, it's a religious experience. I think he's great. Just as pure screaming with a little bit of clean singing, I think he's great. Because he does that thing that Sam Carter does, those high notes where it kind of feels like, is he screaming or is it just raspiness to his voice? I don't know what's going on. He does it. He's got a good death growl on him as well. He's intense. He's a great frontman. And I think Make Them Suffer might be the best metalcore act to come out of Australia. I said that. You can take that to the bank. I think they're criminally underrated, but their new album kind of evolved them into their final form, and I've got a feeling it's only going to get better from there. Is this? Yeah, here we go. Winston from Parkway Drive. OG. They were one of those bands back around in the day when Adam D from Killswitch Engage was producing everyone in the metalcore industry. I think Winston's a very good vocalist. I think he is a god tier frontman. I think they're very good songwriters as well. They've gone into that kind of arena rock, which makes sense. You see the live shows they put on. I'd sacrifice their old sound to go see those live shows, because you don't get to see those live shows everywhere, especially as a metalhead. Not everyone's putting on a show like Parkway Drive. And I love the old stuff, and it still exists there for a reason. But as they're getting older, they're kind of doing what they want to do. And I like some of the new stuff. Sacred, the new song, was great. I think he is, once again, he's a good vocalist. He's not breaking the mold with anything he's doing. He's a good songwriter. But like I said, he's in that range of, like, I think you're very good. If I was basing this 100% off frontman skills, or what are the best live bands, actually, I might do that. Best live metal band tier list. They'd be God tier. But as vocalist, he's good. Like a C+. Like, kind of, that career, I like his style more than Chris's. So let's do that. Okay, I guess you could call this guy the godfather of modern metalcore. When Sepulturnal came out and Bring Me the Horizon just blew up, Ollie Sykes, man. Ollie is fucking amazing. He is a great vocalist, amazing vocalist. Considering they came from that deathcore style back in the day to what they are now, they've even done an album where it was 90% cleans. He couldn't even sing back in the day, and like, he's got a good range on him. I appreciate it. He's a great frontman, and they write catchy as hell songs. And he does all the vocals. That's a big thing about some of these metalcore acts. They share the vocals around a little bit, where Ollie doesn't. So, I guess he did a little bit with Jordan Fish on some songs, but not a lot. That was more backing vocals with Jordan. Ollie's amazing. In fact, I like him more than Sam Carter. I'm not really ranking these A's around. I like Ronnie's voice a bit more than Sam's as well. Unfortunately, when I saw Sam in December, he must have been tired or something, because his voice kept cracking. Like, he kept going into the Mickey Mouse range, and that ruined it a little bit for me. Not enough for me to go, they suck. I've seen plenty of live performances where he nails it. It's just the one time I saw him live, that's what happened. Still fantastic, though. But Ollie is amazing. Ollie is amazing at the end of the day. I think a lot of people would agree with that, so I'm going to have to chuck him there. I'm going to have to be careful of how many people are putting A from now on, because I don't want that to fill up too quickly. Who we got next? Eric from I Prevail. Okay, I was just mentioning that before. There were two singers in I Prevail. Now there's just one. It's just Eric, because the clean singer, well, he got fired. I don't know what really went down there. Kind of seems like it was mutual. I don't know. We'll find out one day, I'm sure. Eric's great. I think his stuff on the new album was fantastic. In fact, that's my favourite I Prevail album. I really like the new era they're going into. I haven't seen him do the cleans live yet, so I can't give any opinions on that. I think he's great, and I think he's really coming into his own. I think he does fall short of that B tier, and out of everyone in the C tier right now, I think he's the most diverse. So I'm going to chuck him there. C+. Geez, I should have just called that C+, and then the bottom one C. I'm not changing it now. But Eric's, he's good. Borderline great. But we'll see. I reckon these cleans and that are only going to get better from here on out the more he doesn't. M Shadows. Okay. Avenged Sevenfold. If you asked me 15 years ago, S tier. I was obsessed with Avenged Sevenfold. Not so much now. I didn't like that last album, and that's fine. They wanted to do something different, and I applaud them for it. Just didn't do it for me. One song was okay. I can't even remember what it was. Game Over, maybe. I liked The Stage. I thought The Stage was a really good album. But Matt's voice, it's starting to wear down. I've noticed that when I hear some of the new stuff, it sounds very... He's blown it a couple of times, and it's not what it once was. And what it once was fairly nasally, which was a bit of a vibe back in the day, don't get me wrong. But, he is iconic for what he does, but I think a lot of people would agree, yeah, sometimes he puts on that whine just a bit too much, and he's putting it on. And his voice, he is starting to lose it a bit. I think he's fine. Now, I'm basing it off now. If this was years ago, like S tier when I was younger and the first 3 albums or 4 albums were out, when Nightman came out, rest in peace to Rev. But I don't know. I think I've fallen off the bandwagon of Avenged Sevenfold. I'd see them live if they played a festival, don't get me wrong, and maybe that would spark the interest back, because they were one of the first concerts I saw. It was Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine, Atreyu. What a metalcore lineup that was. That was like 2009, I want to say. Might have been 2010. But yeah, I think he's fine. A lot of people don't like him. But I like him still, but I think he's fine. What do we got next? Tim Lambesis. I'm not getting into anything about that. We're going to leave that. I think Tim is... I keep going, oh yeah, these guys only sing, these guys only scream. Now, Tim only screams. He's got a great scream on him. He's got a great presence as a front man. And the songwriting, that's a big thing. He's had like 4 different lineups in As I Lay Dying. And the songwriting's still S tier. But he... oh, it's hard. It's hard. I'm taking controversy out of it. I don't want to hear it. As I Lay Dying are OGs. Yeah, well, so's Parkway. So, you know what? He's a good vocalist. He's a very good vocalist. And he's a brilliant songwriter. So let's just chuck him down and see for now. We've got a lot to get through. Like I said, I might shuffle some of these around when we get to the end. I might get to the end and go, oh, I only put one person in S tier. Whoops. And everyone's in C tier. You guys must think I hate metalcore at the moment. Hey! Jamie from Polaris. I love Polaris, man. I love Polaris. And Jamie's one of those ones. He's mainly the screamer. He does a little bit of clean singing, but not a lot. He's a good vocalist. He is a good vocalist. But I couldn't put him up there in B. I don't think he's quite as good as Sean from Make Them Suffer. But he's definitely on par with these guys down here. So I'm going to chuck him down there. Like I said, I'm not really putting them in order. I don't know if my screen is covering... No, it shouldn't cover C tier. Let's move on anyway. Okay, here we go. Phil from As I Lay, All That Remains. The Fall of Ideals album, if you're a metalcore kid, is still top shelf these days. You cannot go past that album. He's definitely great. He's got great screams, great mid-range, solid low, good clean vocals. Depending on the album though, sometimes his clean vocals sound really processed to the point there's like, it feels like there's 5 layers going on at the same time. Like, I know a lot of vocalists vocal layer, but his seem a bit more layered in some albums, not all of them. It was the album that had 2 weeks on it. There was something weird about his voice in that one. Great album though, but some weird kind of processing. I don't know what they're doing, but I reckon he's great. I think he's what a metalcore vocalist should look to achieve. Like a classic metalcore, if you want to go down that route. He kind of does a little bit of everything, and he does it all extremely well. So yeah, he definitely has to go in great. I think he just falls shy a little bit of that A. In fact, I'd probably rank him above Sean here. Like I said, I'm not ranking that, but I am ranking that. What do we got next? Matt Tuck from Bullet For My Valentine. Another OG band. Another band I really fell in love with back in the day. Then fell out of love, but then, I think in October, saw them live, and they played The Poison in full. Oh, mate, I forgot how much I listened to that record. I hadn't listened to it in a long time. I knew every word to every fucking song. And Matt Tuck is incredible. He actually is a very good vocalist. He's got a good high scream. He's got a good mid-range. His lows are okay. Good clean vocals as well. He's got an iconic voice. You recognize Matt Tuck's voice as soon as he starts singing. He's great. I don't think he's in that A tier of like, wow, he's doing some incredible stuff here. But he's great. He's definitely just that notch above everyone else. And he's our first guitar player and singer and screamer. Not a lot of the metalcore or deathcore, especially vocalists. I know they can play guitar, but they don't do it live. So Matt's kind of in a league of his own. Wait, I say that. Matt's in a league of his own until Matthew number 2 comes along. Matt Heafy from Trivium. Trivium, Matt Heafy, they're my boys. That's my favorite band. If you guys didn't know and you've been watching this channel for a long time, Trivium is my favorite band. I used to have a Trivium tattoo. It was done really poorly and got covered up. I'm going to get it kind of... I'm going to get another Trivium tattoo soon. I'm getting a whole bunch of band stuff on one of my legs just to be a tribute to a lot of those bands that shape my personality and life and allow me to do this stuff on YouTube. Matt's an OG. I love Matt. I'm putting Matt at the top of great. I can't put him in the A tier because that would just be biased. He's tremendous and guitar player as well. I think he's a better guitar player than Matt too. That's just my opinion. Matt Tuck, that is. And I love his voice. And I think his voice on the Struck Dead EP sounded better than it has in years. So I'm curious to see what they're doing next. But he's my boy. He's definitely great. It'd be too biased if I put him in A, so I'm not going to. All right, I've been speaking like quite frequently for like 20 minutes now. I'm just going to take a sip. Reset. There's definitely not rum in that. Anyway, moving on. Spencer from Ice 9 Kills. Ooh. Ali, I love you. To my wife, I love you. So I'm going to put him there. If I put Spencer below A, you would never see another video from me again. I would just not be around anymore. But I agree. Spencer is incredible. He's got a good depth grade. He's got a good high screen. He's got a good mid screen. He's got fantastic cleans. He's got an incredible range and brilliant songwriter. I love what they're doing. It's gimmicky. Don't get me wrong. It's gimmicky as hell. But I love it. I'm all here for it. So we're going to continue with that gimmick of Iceland Kills copying the movies. They've moved on to other things. They've done the Joker song and they've done a song about the Matrix. So I'm curious to what is next. Who have we got next, speaking of that? Oi! No duos. That's Kevin and Nico from Electric Callboy, if you didn't know. I'm going to rank them based on individual. That's not fair to do that, because if they were one vocalist, they'd probably be up in amazing. They'd probably just fall shy of S tier, but they'd probably be up in amazing. Yeah, Kevin, brilliant screamer. He can kind of do it really rapidly. He's got really good highs. He's got really good lows. He can do like the little squeals and everything as well. You go listen to Hurricane. He's got some interesting vocal gymnastics in that. And Nico, incredible singer. Incredible singer. Like, you've ever heard him... Go, after you've done this video, go look up Electric Callboy, Linkin Park. You won't be disappointed. He nails it. And he's great live. And I've seen them live when Kevin had to go home for an emergency. And he does the screaming as well. Not as good as Kevin. And I think they layered some of Kevin's vocals in there as well. But they're both, to me, great. They're both, to me, great. So I'm putting them in B. They're both great. If they were the one vocalist, they would be in the amazing tier. Borderline S tier, but they're both great. All right, who we got next? Eddie from Imminence. Okay, we've got another one who plays an instrument live, but this one's a violin. A little bit different there. Eddie falls into that category of brilliant clean vocals, brilliant high screams, brilliant low screams. He is special. I think Imminence are going to blow up. They kind of did with the Black Album. They toured down here twice. I've seen them live like 4 times now, which is incredible from a band from Sweden, especially when they've only been to Australia. Now, I've seen them 1, 2, 3... I've seen them 5 times. Jesus. And once again, I'm sure Ali would like me to put him up into A. I might. Let me think about it. He's got the range. He's got the technique. He's definitely great. He's like a B+. Maybe even an A-, but I don't know. I'll think about it. We've got a couple left, so I'll think about it. I might move that one. Let's chuck him up here. Let's chuck him there. Right below Sam. Who we got next? Okay, Noah Sebastian from Bad Omens. Oh, okay. I've got opinions on him. I think he's unreal and he's unique in a world where a lot of bands are trying to copy each other. A lot of bands are now just trying to copy Bad Omens. Don't get me wrong, Bad Omens back in the day did sound a lot like Bring Me the Horizon, and then when they did the Death of Peace of Mind album, they had like a cyberpunk flair to the music, and Noah was doing these falsettos and all this different technique. They became their own entity, which a lot of bands are copying, and that's the highest form of flattery at the end of the day. I'm going to chuck him up there in God tier. He's got an amazing depth grade. You go listen to Artificial Suicide or Dethrone. Oh, you listen to his cleans and his range on The Grey, Just Pretend, the new song Spectre. Oh, like, he is phenomenal, and he's a brilliant songwriter, and he's a pretty good frontman at the end of the day, too. So, yeah, I think he is actually S tier. Just that little bit better than Ollie. Ollie, I could shift Ollie up to S tier, and I might, depending on if I run out of people, because I said I was going to put 3 or 4 up in S tier, so we'll see. Ollie's an A+. But Bad Omens. Noah from Bad Omens, yeah, he's got tier. He's the total package. Total package at the end of the day. Here we go next. Rory from Dayseeker. Incredible clean vocalist. And he's got some good screams on him too. And I saw him live in December. He does it all perfect. Perfect. Who am I looking at down here? Is he better than anyone in B? Yeah, I could argue he's better than a lot of these guys in B. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'll chuck you up at the end of A, Rory. You're getting cut off by my little window here. Let me see if I can make myself a little bit smaller for the end of this video. There we go. There we go. All right. Going to be a bit tinier now. Not that that's going to help. If I put anyone else in A, they're going to get cut off. So screw it. You can see his face there. There we go. We'll go with that. We've only got 3 left anyway. Who we got here? Courtney from Spiritbox. Is this the only female on here? Yeah. Fuck. Oops. Didn't check that properly. Okay, Courtney. am a big Spiritbox fan. I think Spiritbox is incredible. And I've got some opinions about Courtney's voice. Courtney has got such a powerful scream when she's like doing Holy Roller or Soft Spine. It just punches you in the face. But the thing I really like about her clean vocals is she's not the best clean vocalist in the world. She's got a very unique voice though. It's almost like relaxing and calm. You could almost put her voice to lo-fi. But then again, you listen to songs like Secret Garden and everything, she does have range, but she knows her style and she owns her style. I personally think she's S tier, man. Let's put her up here because you guys have kind of shared the spotlight enough. Rory's probably disappeared behind my head now. Yep, he has. Oh well. Sorry, Rory. You got a little bit of spotlight there for a bit. I think she's amazing. I do. And she's repping the females on this list. She's the only one on here. I know there's other ones, but like I said, I didn't put this together. Like, I haven't even had Old Mate from August Burns Red pop up or Under Oath. So, and we've got 2 left. I can kind of see the hat of one person. And I don't know who's up next. Who we got here? Oh, Marcus from Northlane. All right, Marcus from Northlane. Very good vocalist. Very good vocalist. He's got incredible range. Decent scream. You're not writing home about how good of a screamer he is. Good songwriter, though. His range... yeah, I know. I'd put him in. He's good. He's good. No, he's good. Yeah, Marcus is definitely good. So I'm going to keep Marcus in the blue down there. So he is a good vocalist. He is a very good vocalist. I feel bad about putting Brendan from Atreyu down in fine, and I didn't put a lot of people in fine. Nothing against him. I love his voice. I don't know why I did that. Oh, well, I'm not going to move him. Not everyone can sit and see. Who we got last? Lucky last. Lucky last. All right, well, this is the no-brainer. S tier. Easily S tier. Like, Howard Jones, to me, is the voice of metalcore. He's the godfather of metalcore. He came in... Killswitch Engage had Jesse, and Jesse left the band. And then they're like, how do we replace Jesse? And then Howard comes in, they release the end of Heartache, and that's history. I know a lot of people love Jesse in Killswitch. I love Jesse in Killswitch. But I think if they were announced tomorrow that Howard Jones is coming back, people would be in love. Howard's last album with the band was a bit average, but End of Heartache, man, all that stuff, that was peak metalcore. I think that's what a lot of people inspired to. That live video of like, this is the end of Heartache. Oh. How can I go against that? That's an easy S tier for me. But we're done. We're done. I guess Killswitch or Bad Omens an S tier. I feel there's enough on here that I could probably chuck someone else up in the S tier. Who we got? I'm curious to who you guys would put. Like, what would you have in your S tier? I know you guys could probably put all this in order if you wanted to. And if you want to do that in the comments, go for your life. I'd appreciate it. But you might not have the time. At least let me know your top 5 vocalists here. Look, I could put Ollie up in the S tier. But you know what? I think it makes it more special when you don't overcrowd things. So let's leave it as is. I'm pretty happy with this. I will be back doing more of these. I'll do a deathcore one. In fact, I might do Metal Frontman next. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. And maybe I'll do a tier list of creator albums because the new album is out this Friday. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Be kind to me in the comments. It is my birthday after all. And if you want to leave me a subscriber as a birthday present, I would appreciate it. But more importantly, I want your opinion. Is there someone I got drastically wrong? I think I'm going to get a lot of shit for Chris Motionless, to be honest with you, because he's a really good vocalist. And I might get in shit for... Oh, I definitely will get in shit for M Shadows. People are either going to agree with that or go, this list is garbage. And that's fine. They're just opinions at the end of the day. They're like assholes. Everyone's got one. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be back again with another tier list for Tuesday. Tell me what you want to see. Leave your comments down below. And until next time, I've been Jaimunji. And you all have a bloody good one. Subscribe.